Anacondas.
I'll drop point.
Shit.
Alright, please ensure crimes are turned off, Commander.
Double checking now.
Excellent.
All off.
Oh yes, I love it, Commander.
Crimes are off.
Oh, I've only got one chaff. It's a shame. Pass and go whenever you're ready.
Hi, Zobble1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox, and today I've got a video. This is Older in a 1v1 with a guy who had a bounty on him because he'd combat logged. The irony is that I was due to make the video about the incident where he combat logged when Older and me and Skull ended up in a party with him. He's a lovely guy, and I'll always say don't combat log. It's the worst. It's one of the worst things you can do on the game. I mean, there's a couple of crimes that are worse, but that's mostly like stuff that's also illegal, like doxing and death threats and things like that. But when it comes to sort of just flat out cheating, combat logging is right up there. Now, the most hilarious part of this story is the fact that the irony is I'm just about to record the video calling him a combat logger when I end up in party chat with him. I'm like, I know that gamer tag. Why do I know that gamer tag? Click. Oh yeah, it's this video I'm about to make. And this guy does the best thing you can do after combat logging, is he totally owned the situation. He put his hands up, he admitted to everything that went wrong, and he owned it. He knew there was a bounty out on him, and he was happy to accept 1v1 challenges for that bounty. He was willing to make recompense. He was willing to, take a rebuy to the person who he'd combat logged on. He was totally amicable about it. He was totally upfront about it. He panicked. He thought it was an NPC to start with. Didn't even realise it was a player until after he'd pulled the plug. Now, I'm not saying that logging on an NPC is any better than logging on a player, but I don't really care about logging on NPCs. I don't think it's one of those things. Definitely it's still cheating, but no one's gonna come after you 6 years later for logging on an NPC. The NPC's not gonna hold a grudge forever, record it, share it over Discord or everybody. So it's kind of a weird situation. It's still cheating in my book, but it's combat logging on people that people get more angry about. But if you own the situation, if you say, look, I made a mistake, I did it, so be it, it's going to help a long way to go towards making amends. You can never fully make amends, and there's going to be people that hold it against you for eternity, but the best thing to do is just own it, because then if anyone ever comes at you and says, you're a combat logger, you can go, yeah, I logged once, and that's it. There's nowhere left to go with that. It's old news. It's irrelevant information. You'll get the usual once a logger, always a logger guys, like Orc and members of TOC that I know that will tell you very nice stories about house builders. And, I understand they will hold a grudge, and they will hold a grudge forever. Me, I'm more of a let everyone have a second chance type of guy. If you're a persistent combat logger, then I will definitely come after you and do videos about you and all the rest of it. But, the one mistake, I do have this redemption. And like I say, it's the best way to handle it is own it.
I even said in any of my comments on Discord that if J. Paul himself comes to me seeking satisfaction over this, he's welcome. I'll stand for it. He's the one I combat logged. I'll make restitution to him based on whatever he deems necessary.
And that voice clip right there is exactly the right thing to be saying in the situation. It's not an ideal situation. You've done something, you've done goofed, you've done the worst thing that a lot of people would consider and hold against you forever, but at least you're owning it, at least you're trying to make amends for it, and that's the best way forward. It is the only way forward, really, for you. The worst ones are the people that continually deny it despite the video evidence, despite, the clear evidence of it. The ones that go on to deny it for ages, you're making it worse, because you're not only now coming across as a cheat, but also a liar. Whereas owning it works.
I got it.
GG, Commander.
Good fight.
Target destroyed.
It's fine, I'm gonna die soon anyway. I've just realized that 3 of my rails are fuel rails.
How does Bladeborn running out of ammo in a weak ship with no... Yeah, well, yeah, you know what comes. So, yeah, obviously if Oldar's going to run out of fuel, you know, I'll help him get back to the station because, you know, bless him. Can't leave him stranded in space with no fuel, and it's not like I could go get limpets and come back. I'll just send him home with frags, and he'll go down swinging with the last of his fuel, which means he runs out of fuel quicker. And he runs out of my range super fast as well, which is hilarious. This ship is just so slow. I don't think I hit anything with my frags. It's just literally wait for him to run out of fuel. But yeah, I'm just helping Oldar, our Bladeborn, get back to the station so he can get some nice fuel into his ship for him. And I did say, you know, does this technically count as a draw? Because technically they both died because Oldar's ran out of fuel. I think that's a draw on the 1v1, but Aldous was able to claim the bounty, which is what he was it for. The Jabba's Palace bounties are a fun thing. They do add content to the game, and a lot of us spend free time looking around at different systems to see where people are, to see what bounties are available, and it is nice to have emergent content like that in the game, despite the fact that I think the Jabba's Palace takes the mick of how much money it makes for itself. But you know, that's for him to run his Discord how he likes. He runs it like a very, very sensible business. It makes a lot of money, cuts a lot from the top for what it is. And yeah, Aldous did run out of my range, but did eventually die to lack of fuel. And oddly enough, I had another fight after this one, and then Aldous got to return the favour and send me back to the station. So it all worked out in the end. I'd like to say 07 to both of these commanders. Thank you very much for letting me use the footage, and it was a fun 1v1 to watch. And yeah, if the worst happens, at least own it. That's all. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.